When we get to this place where I want us to go, I don't even know if we're going to be able to deal with the stuff there. Wait a minute. We have a helm that summons a Dremora? How the hell do we have this? Oh, we can't use it though, because we can't wear helmets.
Nice.
That's kind of annoying. Not the not being able to wear helmets, it's the fact that cast when used enchantments are tied to actually having the item on. But I guess it makes sense, but it's still annoying because nothing's stopping you from just taking things on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I apparently installed the new Tamriel rebuild stuff. I thought the installation failed, but I guess not. I believe all this area that I'm circling, it's all beta, I believe. The stuff in the east is a lot more complete, but perhaps when we advance far enough in Helstavani, we will give all that new content a little gander.
Yeah, it's something that I think a lot of people have not experienced before. Are they still working on that, or have they finally given it up?
They are, and I have to give them props on props on props. I'm gonna give them a shredded prop steak and cheese. That didn't make any sense, but
wow, that's dedication.
I know, for just for a team to take that on in the first place is like, okay, what are you smoking? It's not possible.
Yeah,
but they're doing it.
Yeah, just to consistently do it all this time, man. I was, we were much younger when they first started this project.
Right.
So, good on them for sticking it out. So, one of the things, I guess, getting back into our immersion conversation,
immersing ourselves in the topic again.
Yes. So clever. What?
Hold on. Talking about before you start talking about clever.
Okay.
In one of the last videos, when I said you totally didn't call me out on my stupid pun when we were approaching that ancestor tomb, and I said, "Let's find what's entombed within."
Who knows? We had done a whole bunch of episodes, so I was probably brain dead by then. But
that's okay, because my comment was brain dead. Anyway, you were saying.
As I was saying, immersion is something that I'm really a big fan of. Like, I like things that have increased immersion, and I find them to be the most interesting experiences. But is it something that we as gamers want to build? Is that a goal to be as immersed as possible?
I mean, it's one of those things like, why the hell not? You know?
Why the hell not, huh?
I guess it's up to the game, whatever game you happen to be playing. I mean, double action boogaloo, who gives a shit if you're immersed in that? It's fun.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a case-by-case basis. I think it really is probably a genre kind of issue. Like Knights of the Old Republic. Like, fuck yeah, you want to be immersed in that. Oh shit. Oh my god!
Oh, that's not what you want to turn around to.
All I heard was some guy, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh man, that's an intimidating sight. This guy with all these spikes coming out of his armor. Oh, charging at you with an axe.
We can test out our new stuff. Oh my god!
Oh shit.
We just got pwned.
He was just as deadly as he looked. Wrecked. Dro just got wrecked.
Man, we're getting destroyed lately.
Holy shit, yeah.
Which again is a hallmark of Morrowind. Morrowind will destroy you without mercy, over and over again. This is our bound spear, by the way. Pretty intense. Oh, there he is! I didn't even see him. Okay, we're gonna get this bitch.
A challenge.
We're gonna burn the bitch down. Oh, goddamn.
Kill him.
Why are none of my shots connecting? There we go. Oh, probably because our marksman sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, we got you now. That's right. Anyway, what were you saying before that guy so rudely attacked us? If you can remember.
I think I wanted to talk about sort of immersion in MMOs. One of the...
Oh, god damn it.
Well, first of all, I guess I'd like to... Oh, shit.
By the way,
taking a break.
before the end of this playthrough, I'm gonna make a highlight reel of this guy fucking up our day.
Yeah, he's persistent. We've put him down quite a few times.
Okay, immersion in MMOs.
Immersion in MMOs. Alright, so first of all, do you like MMOs? I just sort of want to get your feelings on MMOs in general.
Yeah. My experience with them has been spotty. I've played EVE Online. Enjoyed it until I got bored of it, but when I wasn't bored of it, I enjoyed it. I played RuneScape, so there's that.
It's kind of funny because the ones you've played the most are like on two opposite ends of the spectrum of like what an MMO is. Like, have you ever played any of the like more...
Sorry, Scamp.
Any of the more like middle of the road, maybe like a WoW or a Guild Wars or something similar to that?
No, I haven't really played many MMOs.
So it's an interesting perspective you have on MMOs, because on one hand you've got RuneScape, which is like, it's like the starter MMO. It's like the MMO you play as a kid. And it's very straightforward, very grindy, you know, simple systems, all that. And then you've got EVE, which is basically probably... I've made a video talking about EVE and how sort of like what it is and stuff like that. And basically, it's basically the most complicated game in existence, in my opinion. But so that's interesting. But you've never played any of like the WoW and like sort of the ones that everybody else has played.
Yeah.
So.
Oh god.
You will die.
I'm surprised we are not fucked.
Uh-oh.
At least not too bad.
Are we gonna make it through these guys?
I don't know. It's kind of a dice roll.
To the death.
We can do it. Come on. Uh-oh.
Oh, didn't even see that.
Are you stuck? You
I'm
paralyzed?
paralyzed and over encumbered.
Oh. I see. Oh,
Damn, we got pwned.
dead. Man, this is a tough area.
Anyway, since I entered the shrine, might as well say what it is. We're at Sheogorath's shrine, and we're gonna do his quest to get the Spear of Bitter Mercy.
Good old Sheogorath.
Aw, yeah. Now we're gonna pwn. I keep doing that.
Got our fire buddy.
Or Atronak.
Very different from the designs of the other two games.
Shit. Yeah, for real. Oh god, he's hurting us too. Fire shield. I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Bear with me.
When your lich kills you in Oblivion.
My victory is at hand.
Nice.
We're a mage. We can do this stuff. Oh, damn. Atronak is bringing the house down.
Hell yeah.
He's like an EDM playlist.
Yeah. Nice.
And this spear is
Wow.
a boss. Oh, sorry. Don't hurt me. Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, perfect timing. That worked out incredibly well.
Oh, by the way, I installed the underwear back on the Better Bodies moddy. That Better Bodies mod, so I don't have to censor out boobies. Let's see what Sheogorath has to say.
What is it, mortal? Have you come to be of service to Sheogorath? That in and of itself speaks toward your madness. This pleases me. Fetch the Fork of Horripilation from the Mad Hermit near Aldredania. Take care with him. He's not the most stable man. Use the fork wisely, mortal. Few have wielded it who have not come away changed. Use the fork to strike a death blow to the giant bull Netch that resides near the hermit. Do this. Return the Fork of Horripilation to me, and Sheogorath will reward you well.
So, you can't hear it first then, since we're not getting audio, but he told us to, he told us to go to the north, get the Fork of Horripilation, and use it to kill a giant bull Netch,
Ah, I see.
and he'll grant us his powerful artifact.
Cool. Do you ever see any of the Daedric gods in Morrowind?
I don't think so, no.
Because I think that's cool. Like, I sort of like when they have these like levels of the universe that your character, like, you know, like they give you proof that these levels of existence exist, but then you can't even touch them.
Right.
I think that's a really interesting thing to have in a world, to increase sort of like the depth of it in your mind.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this level that I really can't get to. It's beyond my grasp, and yet it feeds into this world that I'm exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The Elder Scrolls does a good job of making you feel like you're part of a world that is much larger than you. You know, it's not compartmental, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I wonder if they might be able to do that I don't know, be able to do that even better, because I found even in like, even though they've been getting better at immersion, I feel like even in Skyrim there is some instances where you're put in a role that maybe you don't necessarily want to be in, like if you start a certain quest or something like that. Do you think they'll be able to get better at sort of like leaving you to your own devices to sort of define these things for yourself? Or do you think there's always going to be that sort of element of where they have to author that part of it just to keep it interesting?
Yeah, I do want to speak about Skyrim briefly on that, in that it sucked how you were basically shoehorned into all these guilds. You couldn't go through the main quest without joining the Mages Guild, which I thought was stupid. You couldn't become a werewolf without joining the Companions Guild. That was stupid. And Morrowind, I'm going to be very clear about this, Morrowind has the best model as far as it comes to leaving the player to their own devices. You're given a package at the beginning of the game that says, go find this guy. And after that, it's fuck all. You know, no one cares if you actually go see him. And not only do you have a ton more guilds to join, but they don't, we've talked about this before, they don't pander to the hero motif. And they feel a lot more independent than they do in Skyrim. Independent from other quest lines, I suppose. Or no one forces you to join them in Morrowind.
Because I might almost describe that aspect as deep immersion. Maybe there's the immersion that comes from the sort of sensory, like, feeling of being in the world. I'd call that sort of more the first level of immersion, sort of your experiential sort of thing. But then, like, or your, you know, surface experiential stuff. But on another level, sort of that ability to be in the world as whatever you want to define yourself, I would almost define that as deep immersion. So in that way, I feel like maybe the newer games don't give you as much freedom.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the last half of that.
Watch. We'll have no trouble here.
So
Just basically just I feel that maybe that ability to go around the world without having things defined for you, I feel might actually be a really important aspect of immersion.
that's true.
And while, you know, the newer games, I think, do sort of the, you know, feeling like you're in the world because of the, you know, smoother animations, better interactions, stuff like that, maybe they're losing an important bit of having that, you know, ability to define yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Skyrim was flawless when it comes to immersion. There are a lot of annoying things in that game that broke immersion for me, but I think that as far as all the elements colluding, it's really good in that respect. And you know, part of my complaints with it are that you kind of get shoved into these roles, even if you don't want to be. But I would love for the next Elder Scrolls game to take a cue from Morrowind as far as guilds, factions, and independence go, and using, you know, all of Skyrim's next-gen graphics, physics, etc., all the nice stuff that has improved over the years. That would be on point for me.
Yeah, I really agree. I think just that ability to go through the world without having these roles put upon you does make you feel more in the world, I guess, as opposed to experiencing someone else's sort of authored thing. You get to be the author.
Right. I'm going to cut this conversation short here to call the episode.
I will listen out,
We got
but make it quick.
a lot accomplished. We're pretty much ready to advance in House Telvanni again. Our little shopping list was completed quite nicely. We're on our way to getting a powerful artifact up in the north, in the Sheogorath area. We'll go there in the next episode and meet Big Head in his Fork of Horripilation. But for now, we're done for the week, and I hope you liked our discussion on Immersion. Let us know what your thoughts are on it. What do you like about Immersion in the Elder Scrolls? What game did it best for you? What are other good examples in the game industry, etc. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
See you around.
For me, Immersion has always been the ability to lose myself within a game, mentally separate myself from the real world and almost get lost in a kind of dream state of the video game. And the Elder Scrolls games do this amazingly. Say what you will about the negative effects